What's up, pals? Welcome to the Your Random Pal channel. And today I'm at Falls City Brewery, Parlour Pizza in downtown Louisville. And I'm out here for a rather unique little car show. I'm sure a lot of the ladies would appreciate this show. It's actually a pink Miata themed car show, and it's put on by a car club called Sinful Illusions. And as cute as Miatas are, I think my Nissan Figaro Buzz is a smidge cuter than a Miata, but what do y'all think? Put it down in the comments below. Miata or Figaro? So let's see how many Miatas they got here at this show today. Now they only have one pink one, but let's see how many Miatas total. 1, 2, 3, 4 Miatas. Let's go down these rows. Here's another one. So 5 Miatas, 6 Miatas, 7 Miatas. Now that one over there, it's a Mazda, but it's RX7, so it's not counted in that, obviously. But 7 Miatas. There's another Miata. 8 Miatas. Let's go on the street and see if there's any more Miatas in this show. And parked out on the street in the overflow area is a 9th Miata. So this is a pretty good turnout for Miatas at this little car show. This thing really stands out. This is that Harley Quinn edition Volkswagen. It's got a different color for every panel. And here's something really cool. This is not really part of the show, more or less the advertising for the local brewery here. But it's called a Republic. I have no idea about it as far as year or that brand of manufacturer. But you can tell it's from the early 1900s. Very primitive ride. I don't know if it still runs, but hey, if they get it out and drive it every once in a while, that'd be pretty cool. Now, I really don't know about these tires on this truck. I'd say they're just a little bit dry rotted. What do y'all think? And here we have the old beer van. This is an old Ford, looks like from the 70s. You know, Falls City beer. Really cool looking. Don't look like it's been drove in a long time. It's got a flat tire. It's been sitting out here for a while. You can see the mirrors turned a nice shade of rusty brown. But this is a really cool piece. Got the old porthole window in the back. The obligatory bumper stickers all over the back. It's neat to come and see it. It was sitting out here. It's a shame that it probably hasn't been driven in a long time though. And check out the cool front bumper on this van. You usually see like a chain steering wheel. It's a really custom deal, but this one has the chain front bumper. Very unique touch. So here we have arguably the most custom Miata in the show. I mean, come around to the interior. Look at the roof on it. Not much protection from the elements with that top on it. But hey, you want to go on a road trip, you got room for your suitcase on top of the trunk. And if you're walking around this car, watch where you walk because you're liable to trip on these exhaust tips. I mean, they stick out probably more than a foot. It's crazy. So take a look at this Miata RX7. This is like the son, this is the father.
Miata, I am your father.
Both of them are very cool cars, but the RX7 exclusively has the rotary engine. And take a look at it. Now this generation of RX7 is popular because of the movie Fast and the Furious, and it's very rare too. They didn't make a ton of them. A lot of the RX7s you see were of the 80s generation and early 90s, and this is probably mid 90s. They didn't have them for sale too long in the US as far as this generation goes. So very cool to see it out here. It's got this really nice dark colored paint job on it. It's kind of like a bluish green, but it kind of looks black in certain lights. And these wheels go great with this car. So my little Figaro is a JDM imported car, and there's also another JDM imported car. You can tell by being right-hand drive, but look at this. A Mitubishi Fto. These are really cool cars. This is the first one I've actually seen in Louisville. I've seen one at Duncan Imports before. It's a car that just recently came up under the 25-year rule. in the US to import, so they're just now starting to hit the streets of the US. This car, if you ever watch some of the Jackie Chan movies, they had a Mitubishi Fto in one briefly, where he like drives it off of I think a bridge or jumps it onto a ship. It's kind of a cool scene. Can't remember what Jackie Chan movie that was, but that's how I remember seeing this car. And so now I've seen one in person. Check that out. It's got these neat patterns on the seats in here. Reminds you of the 90s, which I'm sure this is probably a mid-90s car. So very cool to see at this car show. And it's really cool. Street rod here kind of seems out of place in this show, but it's really cool. I'm glad it's out here. Check out the louvers on the hood. Very nice paint job, and the red and white walls, I mean, they just go hand in hand. And this interior, wow. Just wow. I mean, you got a lot of detail. You got the pinstripes on the dash. You got this modern looking interior, two-tone, black and like an off-white. Very cool street rod out here at this Miata show. So they don't have all imports. They've got a few American rides here. And this one here is called the Red Rocket, and I can definitely see why. It's a very nice custom car. So I gotta say, it's a cold day in February out here checking out this car show, and let's interview this person in this Dodge Challenger here. Are you cold too? You got the heat on in there? I don't think that Mountain Dew is gonna warm you up much. This Challenger here is what I would call an extreme custom. It's been in a couple of car shows that I've been around in the Louisville, Kentucky area. So local car. It's got the scissor doors on it, the Punisher theme, 392 Hemi, and check out these headlights. I mean, everywhere you look on this Dodge Challenger, there is custom touches. Check out the wrap on this hood. And then there's graphics on the door, Punisher on the door seals, and it continues onward to the back of the car. The Punisher obviously has a killer sound system, as you can see here. And it has the saying from the movie. And the thing I really enjoy about this car, if I was to drive it, it's a manual transmission, 3 pedals. You ready to go for a ride? And here we have a very custom Nissan 240 SX Silvia. It's lowered. It's got the carbon fiber trim on the bottom. I mean, it about scrapes the ground, this one here. And look inside. These racing seats, they're crazy. Look at that, just like cheetah print all over these racing seats. Can't say I've seen racing seats like that. And it's got the Momo steering wheel.
Oh, look at this.
And no room for passengers in the back. It's all roll caged. So here we have a Toyota GR86, which is based off of the Subaru BRZ. They use the Subaru BRZs in rally car racing and stuff, and it's a sporty model here. And if you like Honda Civics, this is the one to get, the Type R. Sound like a pirate if you say it that way. Check out all the fins in this big wing on the back of this Type R. Pretty cool. Got a little bit of a Darth Vader look to it in the back. And the interesting thing about these little Type R's, it's the Honda Civic. It only comes with a manual transmission, which is pretty cool because, I mean, usually most cars nowadays just have automatic transmissions, but that one, the only way you can get it is a manual transmission. And here comes Miata number 10. Now this Miata here, it sounds ready to race. And here's the little monster motor right here in this race car Mazda Miata, set up for racing and autocross. Now this Miata here looks like it has a very loud stereo. That is the exhaust. There's no stereo in this car. It's just ready to race. This huge wing in the back sure makes the car look small. Well, pals, it's so cold out here, I'm about to turn into a popsicle, a frozen popsicle. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video from Falls City Brewery in Louisville, Kentucky. Pink Miata Car Show. I'm about to hop into Buzz, my Figaro back here, and skedaddle. But until next time, don't worry, be random.
And if you never want to miss another random car video,
remember, ring that bell. Ring that bell.